You're welcome. In this particular video, we'll be taking a look at the 4C framework to skyrocket your sales as a course creator or a coach, right? I have made over 5 million naira, that is about 3,000 something dollars, under 4 weeks using this particular 4C framework. Another creator on our platform, that is useallies.com platform, has actually made their first 1 million naira on the platform under 3 days of actually implementing this exact 4C framework, and you too can do it. It is no brainer. You don't need to break the bank. It is no rocket science, right? So you don't need to be an expert to be able to implement this particular 4C framework. You don't need to be a sales guru to be able to experience to implement this particular 4C framework. And also, you don't need to be tech savvy. You just need to be willing to help people. I repeat, you just need to be willing to help people. Now let's proceed, right? You don't need to have a recorded course yet. You don't need to have a digital product yet. You just need to have the knowledge or resources people need. As I said, you don't need to have one course you've recorded that you want to start selling. You don't need to have a digital product, an ebook, a digital resources, a template, a file, XYZ that you've already created. You just need to be willing to put in the work. You just need to be willing to have the knowledge and expertise that people are actually looking for to take them from either point A to point B in any sector that you have domain expertise in. A little bit about me. I'm the founder of useallies.com, and before founding useallies, I've actually generated over $500,000 selling courses on the internet to people, and they are actually tech-related courses. People that want to learn digital marketing, design, front-end web development, and so on and so forth. So, and I always implement this particular 4C framework while doing that. So I am certain to the core that this particular 4C framework will work for you and work for anything that you're trying to do, or anything you're trying to sell, as long as you do what you implement it. Now, this is my account on the useallies.com platform. Under 3 weeks, I generated over $11,000, and I tell you guys, you too can achieve exactly the same thing if you implement this 4C framework that I'll be sharing in this particular video. You just need to wait to the end, because I'm looking to work with 20 creators and coaches, right, to 10x their sales, to 10x their income by implementing this particular 4C framework. And by the end of this particular video, I'll be sharing with you watching me right now how you can be among this particular 20 creators and coaches that I'm looking for. Right? So let's get into business. What exactly is this 4C framework? What is this 4C framework that I've been talking about? Number one, content creation. When it comes to creating content, or when it comes to trying to sell on the internet, when it comes to selling a course, when it comes to getting students to enroll for what you're doing, when it comes to and you have the digital product or resources that you're selling, you want people to actually buy it, right? Content creation comes first. In fact, content creation is like 50% of the work, right? Because you have this amazing course, you're knowledgeable, you have this amazing resources, but nobody knows exactly that it exists on the internet, right? You have to create content to make sure that it exists. Now, these are some of the contents, a screenshot of some of the content I've created on TikTok, on Instagram, and they're all doing well. Look at this one, above 500 comments, above 1,000 likes. This one, almost 2,000 likes on TikTok, and above 500 comments as well. So you need to create not just any kind of content, but a specific type of content. Number one, content that attracts. Your content needs to be able to do what? Attract a specific kind of people that can actually buy from you, that can actually enroll for your course. Number two, your content needs to educate. Your content needs to be able to teach people, to inform them, right? So because people love to follow people that they learn from, right? So if you educate people in anything, they will always want to do what? Follow you. Number three, your content needs to be able to stimulate. Stimulate here means desire. Your content needs to be able to stir up the desire that will make people want to own that particular thing. I desire to be like this. I desire to be able to generate XYZ amount of money every month. I desire to have my life figured out. I desire to do this and do that. So whatever industry, if you're a business coach, your content needs to be able to stimulate the desire in the heart and in the mind of business business owners to be able to achieve a desired result, right? So your content needs to be able to do what? Stimulate. Your content needs to be able to make people want to belong, right? We all know that human beings, we are social beings. We like to be in a community of people. So create content that want people to belong in your own community. You can build your own community. You can build your own tribe. So it is your job at the end of the day to create content that wants people to want to belong, because as human beings, myself or someone and you watching this particular video, we all have this inner longing to be in a community, right? And you can create content that's, one, attracts people that you're looking for, number two, educates people, number three, stimulates people, and number four, want people to want to belong. Now, before I move on to my next slide, there are three things I want to share here, even under attract. Your content need to be able to get people that are interested in your product, service, offering, your course, your digital products. Number one, that's interest. Your content need to be able to attract the people that can afford it. Right, so that's under attract. You need to pass this three checkpoint. Number one, they must be interested. Number two, they must be willing to afford it, right, or able to afford it, must have the money. Number three, they should be ready to part away with their money for that particular thing that you're offering right now. So write down this particular three checkpoints, right? Interest, affordability, and readiness. Interest, affordability, and readiness. These are the people that number one, you want to create content to attract. You want to create content to educate this set of people. Number three, you want to create content to stimulate them. And last but not the least, you want to create content to make them want to belong in your own community. And that leads me to the second C. The second C is what? Community. You want to be able to have a community where people come together, direct all the traffic that you're generating from your content. Everybody's seeing your content on TikTok, seeing your content on Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, wherever. Direct all of them straight to your community, right? Number two, in that community, you can now nurture that particular stranger to know you and to also what? Buy from you. So there's a popular advice parents always give to their kids, right? They always tell them that don't take things from stranger. In the same way too, people don't like buying from people that they don't know. People only buy from people that they know. But if you have a community where people belong to, if I'm into marketing, I would love to join a community of marketers, right? If I'm an entrepreneur, I would love to join a community of entrepreneurs. If I'm a founder, I love to join a community of founders. So people love to belong in a community. If I love to read books, I want to join a book reading club or something of that particular nature, right? So people love community. So if you allow these strangers into your community, then they will start to know you, and you'll be the first person that they will love to what? Buy from. Number three, you want to move them from unaware to fully aware. What do I mean by unaware? You're unaware that you even exist. There is somebody called someone that does this or that even exists. They don't even know that you exist, but your content and your community help them to know that you exist in the first place. Number two, they don't even know how in there their problem is to them. So they are problem unaware, right? You want to educate them about the problem too as well. They are also solution unaware. They don't really know the solution to their problem. Even they know their problem a little bit, they don't really know the solution to their problem. So you want to educate them about that particular solution. They are process unaware. They don't know the process and how it's going to take them, what they're going to do to move from point A to point B, from where they currently are right now to their desired results. But you, because you have the solution, you are fully knowledgeable, you know that particular process, so you want to explain this particular process to them in depth over and over till they are fully informed. They are also results unaware. Some of them, they don't even know the exact result, how it feels like living the life, owning that particular result, and let their reality have that particular result. So you want to also help them to be what? Results aware. Like if you're able to achieve this in your community, you have successfully moved people from where they are completely unaware to fully informed. Where they are completely unaware to fully informed. Number four, make them put you in their plan or budget. Now, this is one thing I always tell people. When you're involving or engaging in marketing, the people that you are reaching out to, they're getting to know you in January, they'll be the one buy from you in February. And the people that are getting to buy from you getting to know you in February, they'll be the one buying from you in March. And at the end of the day, there is something that happens. It's called the compounding effect. Now, the compounding effect is when all the people that you've generated that got to know you previous month and they know I'm buying from you in the current month, so that in the next month, the one what your current input right now, they'll be the one buying from you in the month after, right? And at that particular point in time, you're experiencing compounding effects in your business, and you'll be experiencing month-on-month consistent sales, right? And that is because more people are putting you in their future plan. More people are putting you in their future plan. So I meet you today, you put me in your future plan. By the time that tomorrow is not the future that you've included me in, you're not buying from me now. I have somebody else again that's saying that is also putting me in their future plan. So what is the third C? This third C is course. So now once you move them from your content to your community, in your community, this is where you want to start selling them the course, right? And it is very, very important. Anytime you sell here, this course, be it a course, be it a digital resources, be it a challenge, be it anything, pay challenge, anything, right? This is where you actually dish out that particular value. Sell your course, play with offers, include fear of missing out and urgency. Right, so at this particular thought where they are fully informed now, ask them to get the solution, which is your course. Ask them to get the solution, which is your service. Ask them to get the solution, which is the digital product or digital resources that you were selling, right? Always come up with new offer, and the good thing is always offer. There is New Year offer, after New Year there is Valentine offer, after Valentine that is Easter offer, after Easter there is new month offer, there is January offer, there is June offer, there is April offer. So you can always play with offer. There is discount offer, there is Black Friday offer. Play with offer, and guess what? Always include fear of missing out. And one of the ways to include fear of missing out is to add limitation, right? For example, you could say we're just looking for just 10 people that want to take you, they want to make use of this particular opportunity. That is limited to the first 10, right? And most people want to be among that particular first 10, right? Another way to create fear of missing out again is deadlines. Put deadlines and expiring date. If you have a discount going on, let that be a deadline. Now, what is the fourth C? The fourth C is what? Consistency. It's very simple. If you can create content, you can channel those content to your traffic, you can sell your course or anything that you sell over and over and over again, over a period of time, you get to the compounding effect. And it's consistency that will take you to that particular compounding effect. And the compounding effect is when every month, every day, every week, you will be selling. There will be somebody that will be selling, there will be somebody that will be buying, there will be somebody that will be buying from you every blessed month. And consistency allow you to raise, repeat, and keep going, and also keep implementing what works. So that is the 4C framework, guys. So it is content, number 1, community, number 2, number 3, your course or anything you're trying to sell, number 3, and last but not the least, it is what? Consistency. Last but not the least, it is what? Consistency. Now you will have your amazing 4C framework, guys. Your amazing 4C framework, right? So now, earlier in this particular video, I told you guys that I made 5 million naira under 4 weeks selling a course that I've not recorded. And you might be asking, how did you do it, right? So this is how I did it. Number 1, I created a cohort-based course on the useallies.com platform. Now, if you go to the website will also be under the description of this particular video. If you go to the website useallies.com, which is our website, useallies.com, you create an account, you can log in with Google, create an account, you can set up a cohort-based course. With a cohort-based course, you don't need to have any pre-recorded video. You don't need to have anything, right? Just fix a start date. Now, I always tell people, if you are waiting to record your video, you record your course before you start selling that particular course, you will end up procrastinating from beginning of the year to the end of the year. Now, because you don't want to procrastinate to the end of the year, go on useallies.com right now, create an account, set up a cohort course, start up a new cohort, and set up your first cohort start date. Once you do that, like I did, that's exactly what I did. The second thing, I don't even start recording this particular course. I focus on start creating content and using this 4C framework I just shared with you guys to channel all of the traffic into our community, and from our community to channel all of those well-informed people into buying a particular course. And in a span of 4 weeks, I've already made 5 million naira, over 5 million naira without selling anything, not without selling anything, without recording that particular course, right? And when the start date, when we got to the start date, I started recording the course and I started delivering that particular course every week. And because I've collected over 5 million naira, over close to $4,000 from people. I had no choice but to actually get off my high horse and start recording this particular course so that I can deliver on my promise. Number 3, I created fear of missing out, which is FOMO, and urgency with the prices. So the idea is very simple. If what your course, you want to sell it for 50,000, or you want to sell it for $1,000, you want to fix the price as $1,500, or you want to fix the price as 100,000 naira, right? So that particular area allow your price to be flexible. So we have 4 weeks in which the cohort or the online bootcamp is going to start. So in the first week, I'll be selling for 50,000 naira. If you miss that first set, in the second week, I'll be selling it for 75,000 naira. If you miss it by the third week, I'll be selling it for 85,000 naira. So every week, you yourself in the community, you're seeing that the price is increasing. And if you miss the previous week, you don't want to miss the next week because you know you're going to pay higher. So that creates some form of fear of missing out. So people start buying this particular course. They start buying this particular course all even before we got to the final start date of that particular cohort. And that is how, guys, I was able to generate over 5 million naira selling a course that I've not recorded. It was mind-blowing. And you too can do the same thing today if you head on useallies.com and create your account and start your own cohort or bootcamp-based course, right? Now, this is one thing that is only possible on the useallies.com platform. Now, most course hosting platform, blah, blah, they don't necessarily have this particular feature where you can host, run, and manage a cohort-based program. That's just like the blunt truth. They don't have a platform where you can host, manage, issue customized certification to a cohort-based program, but the useallies.com platform has that, right? And it is absolutely free to use. There is no hidden cost anywhere. If you need a video, a step-by-step guide to actually go through this particular thing right now I just shared, comment 4C and I'm going to send you a link to that particular video. And if you're watching this on YouTube, I'll be dropping a link to the video that's going to put you through step by step on how you can set up your cohort course on the useallies.com platform. Now, initially, I promised that if you wait to the end of this particular video, if you watch the end of this particular video, I'm going to be giving you an opportunity to join me, to work with me, to skyrocket your sales, right? To work with me to 10x your current sales as a coach, to 10x your current income revenue as a creator, right? All I just need for you to do right now is to go to the useallies.com platform, create a course, be it cohort-based course, be it a self-paced course, create a course. Create a digital resources, if it's an ebook, anything, just create it. Now, ensure that you are in our community. Now, we have a community of course creators, we have a community of coaches. If you're not in that community yet, I'll be dropping a link in this under the description of this particular video to join our community. In the community, just once you join the community, just share the link to your course or the link to your digital resources, anything you're selling on the platform, just share a link and add to that particular link, I want to use the 4C framework to sell this. Personally, I'm in the community. Once I see that, I'm going to reach out to you directly and personally, and we are going to discuss how we can actually make this particular stuff real. I will definitely see your message and reach out. I will definitely see your message and definitely reach out, right? Once you do that, and I'm going to work with you one-on-one to actually 10x. I'm going to work with you one-on-one to actually 10x your sales in the next 4 weeks. Now, don't forget, this is for you. If you have a course or digital product in mind, even if you've not created, as I said, remember, you can go on the platform and you don't need to have a course to get started, right? And this is also for you if you're willing to put in the work, if you're willing to put in the work, right? And if you get into our community, these are other things that you're going to benefit. How to create content that sells. We'll be talking about how to create content that sells, how to never run dry of irresistible offer, marketing strategy for consistent sales, marketing strategy for consistent sales. So you want to actually join our community. So thank you so much for watching this particular video. Let me close my laptop right now. So thank you so much for watching this particular video. I'm super excited that you actually join and you will hear what this particular video. Don't forget to join the Use Allies creators and coaches community. Go on useallies.com platform to actually learn more, create your account, and I will see you guys inside our community. And if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.